Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Soul Stained Ink. My name is Beth, and I am sitting outside the library waiting on my kid to get out of arts and crafts time, and thought that I would do a quick library haul. So basically, I just wanted an excuse to see what my new phone would do. There's that. We came in literally to get Elena a couple of books for the rest of spring break, and I wound up getting several myself, of course. I'm going to start out with her books, though. She got Zoe and Sassafras, The Pod and the Bog by Asia Citro. We love the Zoe and Sassafras books. This is book number 5. It's the one we have gotten to, and it's time to read it. So she decided to get that one. I'm actually a little sad because she's reading them more and more on her own. She's at the end of first grade. She likes to read. Sometimes she'll curl up next to me and take a book out of my hand and start reading to me while I'm trying to read to her, which is really awesome, but also very saddening for a mommy, but that's neither here nor there. And then she got book number 10, Whatever After, Sugar and Spice by Sarah Milnowski. I read the first one on audiobook and didn't love it, but she listened to the audiobook with me and adored it. So we are now on book 10. We've been doing the audiobooks, but Scribd doesn't get book 10's audiobook until the end of the month, and she was not prepared to wait until the end of the month. So we picked that one up. And then because Mommy was really sad and waxing philosophical and sentimental about all the picture books she used to get, Elena picked up Creepy Crawly Centipedes so that I wouldn't be so sad that she was reading chapter books. Isn't she a thoughtful child? While I was waiting on her to get those books, though, I ran across a few that I wanted to get for myself. So the first one I picked up was Cirque du Freak, which is book number 1, A Living Nightmare. This is a series that I've heard a few people on BookTube mention as being one of their favorite series. I believe Allie the Hardback Hoarder did a read-along, but my library didn't have them at that point. They've recently gotten the entire series, so I picked up the first one to see about it. And the first one, apparently, 2 boys go to this Cirque du Freak, and one of them realizes that one of the main guys is a vampire, and that's all I know about that. Then I got 2 books, and that one is by Darren Shan. Then I got 2 books by Coco Simon. They're both the first in a series. This one is The Cupcake Diaries number 1, Katie and the Cupcake Cure. This is about Katie Brown, who goes to middle school and thinks everything's going to be fine, and then her best friend kind of ditches her to go hang out with the popular girls, and she winds up making some new friends and apparently some cupcakes. I thought it looked cute, and I found it while I was looking for this one. I saw book number 2 and read it, or read the snippet on it, thought it sounded cool, but wanted to read book number 1 first. This is Sprinkle Sundays, Sunday Sundays. And this is about Tamiko and Allie and Sierra, who are 3 best friends, have been best friends since kindergarten. And then Allie's parents get a divorce, and she moves with her mom a town over. And she's afraid that she and her best friends are going to kind of fall apart because they've started middle school and now she doesn't live near them. And her mom starts an ice cream parlor, so she convinces her mom to let her and Tamiko and Sierra work on Sundays in the ice cream parlor in an attempt to keep the 3 of them together. And it sounds like something that will be very sweet and heartwarming and interesting, so I picked it up. Next, I got a graphic novel. This is Buffy the Vampire Slayer, New School Nightmare, and this is middle school Buffy at Cleveland. So she's not in Sunnydale, but she is a Slayer, which kind of goes against canon because she didn't become a Slayer in middle school. She became a Slayer like freshman year, I think. Freshman or sophomore year. Anyway, that's beside the point. This is Buffy in Cleveland at Cleveland Middle School. So it doesn't have Xander and Willow, but it does have a couple of interesting new friends to get to know. And it's the first in that middle school graphic novel series for Buffy, and I'm looking forward to it. Then I got Aunt Dimity Takes a Holiday by Nancy Atherton. This is about 3 ahead of where I'm supposed to be, but my library didn't have the other couple. And I know nothing about it except it's an Aunt Dimity mystery novel, and I love Aunt Dimity, and it's March Mystery Madness. So I picked that one up, and then I picked up the first book in the Cottage Tales of Beatrix Potter, which is The Tale of Hilltop Farm by Susan Wittig Albert. And I don't really know anything about this one either, but there's an owl on the front cover, and it's a mystery series based off of the Tales of Beatrix Potter and Beatrix as an author herself. So I picked it up, and it'll be good. Those are all the books I got. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Let me know if you've read any of these, and if you want me to do any reviews or anything like that. I will talk to you again soon. Have a fabulous week. Bye.